Yeah, so we'll get started in just a few minutes.
Yeah, we're just gonna wait a couple more minutes.
I'm excited. Yesterday was Earth Day, and now we get to talk about trash and art together.
Yeah. Anything we can do to help the earth.
Yeah, I'm excited. And I will just repeat again too, as we're waiting, go ahead and grab all of your materials that are needed, plastic water bottle or anything similar like a glass jar, soil or paper that you can cut up and bunch together, tape, scissors, a flower seed or a piece off of a succulent plant, or you can even grab paper and colored pencils to draw your own flower. We'll get started in a little bit. A little more people are coming on, so that's good. We'll probably get started in about 3 more minutes. In the meantime, get your space all set up. I like to organize my materials before I get started with the craft. What did you do? Sorry, go ahead.
Sorry, Megan. For those of you just joining, Megan was just telling all of us about the materials that we're going to need throughout the webinar. So if you would like to, there's some materials listed here on the first slide. We're going to take about a minute or two more, and then we'll get started.
I was just going to ask you what you did for Earth Day, if you did anything.
I went outside, and I was outside for about an hour. Good. Just soaking up the sun, watching the sunset, and enjoying the nice weather. What did you do?
Yeah, I did the same. I sat outside for a little while, and I did my workout outside yesterday, so that was nice.
Yay!
Yeah, it was fun.
Yeah. If anybody would like to share what they did on Earth Day, that would be really cool.
Yeah, send it to us in the chat. We like to see and know what you did. I know there's a lot of really cool Earth Week events going on online. Like I think the zoos are doing stuff with their animals, NASA is, and there's a lot of really cool Earth Day materials that you can look at.
Yeah, there's a lot of free streaming of sustainability, environmental related movies, so that's really fun.
Oh, that's fun. One of our participants went for a walk and watched Earth documentaries. There's a great one, Planet Earth. That one's fun to watch.
Yeah. All right, I think we should get started, Megan.
Yeah, that sounds great to me. Let's go.
Okay. So, welcome to today's Peek at Home webinar. Peek at Home is a collection of webinars and lessons that you can do at home with little or no materials. Today, we're going to be exploring the world of waste management and the science behind plastic, and how you can live more sustainably with trash art activity.
All right, so who are we? We are from the Energy Coalition, and we abbreviate ourselves as TEC, and it's pronounced TEC. We are a nonprofit organization with over 45 years of experience in the energy field, and we have a lot of experience designing and implementing strategies that transform energy use and hopefully inspire people to take responsible energy actions.
Yeah, so before we get started, I think Megan and I would like to introduce ourselves. So my name is Jasmine, and I am a Climate Corps Fellow with TEC, and I'm located in Riverside, California, but I focus on education and training throughout the Inland Empire.
Yeah, and my name is Megan. I work with Jasmine doing the same thing. I'm also a Climate Corps Fellow, but I'm down in San Diego, and so I work to do education and outreach to help understand the science behind sustainability. I'm really excited to learn about this lesson today about waste management, but I don't know, are you as excited as me, Jasmine?
Yeah, of course. I think it's such an important topic to learn about, and I'm super excited to talk about waste management with everybody today. So, what is waste management? Waste management refers to the activities and actions required to effectively manage waste from its collection to its final disposal, and the process starts off by collecting the waste, transporting it to waste facilities, treating it and disposing of it, all while monitoring and regulating the process.
Yeah, now we have places known as landfills, which is the picture you see on the left. This is where all of our trash that can't be recycled is buried, and then a layer of soil is put on top to cover it all up. There are over 2,000 active landfills within the US, and they are reaching their capacity as they fill up at such alarming rates. And the US generates around 258 million tons of municipal waste each year. And this includes stuff that you'll find every day, like packaging, clothes, bottles, food or paper, even batteries, and many other things that you can think about. But only 1/3 of our waste is even recycled?
Yeah, so as you can see, plastic accounts for a large percentage of our everyday waste, and plastic is processed from oil, and it requires energy to be produced. So let's take a look at water bottles specifically. 50 billion plastic water bottles are purchased every single year in the United States. If there are about 328 million people in the US, that means each person consumes about 152 water bottles packaged in plastic a year. So once we drink the water in a plastic bottle, what happens to the container itself? Well, 80% of the plastic containers get dumped into the landfill, end up in our oceans, or become litter on the street. Once the plastic becomes trash, it will take 1,000 years to decompose. Meanwhile, only 20% of the plastic water bottles get recycled. So that's a lot of plastic bottles that aren't getting recycled.
Yeah, that's a lot that goes into our landfills. But you know what? That's not the only thing that goes into it. Waste can vary in a lot of different ways. It can be a liquid, a solid, or even a gas. Depending on which one it is, it will have a different method of disposal and management. But now, what kind of waste does waste management deal with? There are many types of waste. We have industrial, biological, and household, which are the most common types. So if we think about industrial waste, that's stuff that comes from factories and from mining. But if we think about biological waste, our second one, that's talking about stuff that hospitals or research labs produce. So those can be things that have any contact with like human fluids, animal fluids, or even bacteria. And those things that are thrown away are like syringes or needles or even petri dishes. And then our last one, which is the household waste, those ones are where you make trash at home from things like cooking, cleaning, or opening something and throwing your packaging material away.
Yeah, so what can we do to reduce our waste? So there is a principle known as the waste hierarchy, which some of you may know as the 3 Rs, and these include reduce, reuse, and recycle. So what does each of these mean? Well, the first one, reduce, means that we as consumers have the choice to make conscious decisions about what we buy. We can reduce waste by only buying things that we know that we need, as well as being mindful of the waste that will be created when buying a product. Next, we have reuse, which refers to repurposing items that would otherwise be thrown away into something useful. For example, if you have an old shirt that you don't use anymore, you can repurpose it by using it as a cleaning rag. We'll be showing you an example of reusing something that would be considered trash later on in the webinar.
Yeah, and lastly, we have recycle. When you have materials such as like paper, plastic, or glass that you can't find a way to reuse, make sure to recycle it. Recycling is the process where things such as plastic are repurposed into new products. So for example, when you go to the store, look for items that have been created from already recycled materials. Like sometimes plastic shampoo bottles have been created from other plastics before, or notebooks can be made from recycled paper rather than new paper that's cut down. Recycled bottles can even be made into clothing and shoes.
Yeah, so there's so much trash out there, and I'm glad that we have people in waste management who can help to keep our streets clean and sort out what we can reuse again.
Yeah, but now we have to test your knowledge on what trash goes where. So this is where it starts to get really fun. I want everybody to get amped up and stand up. That's your first goal. This activity, you have to stand up. So I'm up. I want you to get up too. I'll show you I'm standing up. See? Standing up. All right. It's called thumbs up. Oh, nope. Okay. Let's go over the rest of the rules first.
So, we are going to test our knowledge about what can be recycled or what cannot be recycled. So we're going to be explaining to you what this activity is going to be. So if something can be recycled, you're going to be giving it a thumbs up and a smile. And if it cannot be recycled, you're going to give it a thumbs down and you're going to have a sad face because it's sad that it can't be recycled.
Yeah, that's your first job. First job is to say yes or no. Second job, now this one's the most important. Once we find the correct answer out together, we're going to do one of two things. So if we find out our object is recyclable, we get to do a little dance. Now, this is a special dance that we have created just for this activity. It's called the recycler. So your hands come into a fist and you move it all the way around in a circle, because recycling is a circular process. You take something and you make it new again, just like this. You can do it as fast or as slow as you want, but I want you to get fun, get crazy with it, yeah? All right, but if there's a good side, there's also a bad side. So if your object cannot be recycled, thumbs down, you have to do 5 jumping jacks. Yeah, all the way. It goes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Whew, I'm tired already. But
Me
it
too.
takes a lot of effort. I know. It takes a lot of effort to take trash to decompose. Just like jumping jacks takes a lot more energy than doing your recycle dance.
Yeah, so to recap, step 1 is standing up. So I hope everybody's standing up right now. Step 2 is give a thumbs up or give a thumbs down. Step 3 is if the object can be recycled, let's do the recycler dance together. And if it cannot be recycled, you're gonna have to do some jumping jacks to use up your energy. So I'm super ready to get started. Are you ready, Megan?
Yeah, let's do it. All right. First up, can you recycle plastic water bottles? Thumbs up or thumbs down? You have 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Yay! You can! Water bottles can be easily recycled. And you know what that means? You got to do your recycler. Yay. I saw you do it, Jasmine. You did great. Woohoo!
I'm just too excited. I started too soon.
I know. It's good. It's okay. You can start whenever you want. Woohoo! I hope you got it right. Great job, everybody.
Yeah, so super great job. But Megan, did you know that only 20% of the Earth's water bottles actually get recycled? So that means some still end up in landfills.
That's not a lot at all. How can we fix that?
Well, for starters, we can use reusable water bottles, so you can stop the waste before it actually gets to the landfill. Or you can even make art out of your old bottles, which we'll be doing after this activity.
That's true. I do always carry my plastic, or not my plastic water bottle, my reusable water bottle with me everywhere I go. All right, I'm ready. Let's try the next one.
Okay, so our question to you is, can you recycle paper coffee cups? Thumbs up or thumbs down, and put your answer up in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. No, it looks like we cannot recycle these. It's going to the landfill. So what does that mean? We're gonna have to do 5 jumping jacks.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Woo! All right, that's a lot. But wait, Jasmine, I'm confused. I thought we could recycle paper. Why can't we recycle paper coffee cups?
Yeah, so this one's a little bit tricky. Most paper can be recycled. So this is like newspapers, notebooks, paper lunch bags, but coffee cups have a secret plastic lining on the inside, which prevents you it prevents your drink from leaking out of it. So the plastic liner cannot be separated from the paper cups, and this prevents the cup from being recycled.
Oh man, so many paper coffee cups are used every day. Oh, but hey, I know. I will bring my reusable coffee mug to the coffee shop when I go out, just like I use my reusable water bottle. Super easy. And I think I'm going to tell my family and friends to do it too.
Yeah, great idea, Megan. I'm going to be doing the exact same thing. So the more people know, the more they can choose to change their habits.
Okay, you ready? Next one.
Yeah.
Oh, it was a thumbs down. Next one. Can you recycle rubber tires? All right, thumbs up or thumbs down. Put up your answer in 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Yay! Yes, they can be recycled. Guess what that means? Do the recycler dance. Hey! Maybe I'll try going the other way. Woo! Good. Okay. So did you know that there's over 290 million? That's million. That's 7 zeros on your number. But 290 million get thrown away every year. But out of those, 80%, so over half, get to be recycled or repurposed in some way. So you can either make new tires out of old tires, you can make furniture, or some places even make carpet out of the recycled tire fabrics, which is really cool.
Wow, that is super cool. So let's see what else can be recycled. Our next question to you is, can you recycle glass jars? Thumbs up or thumbs down? Put your answers up in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Yay! Okay, come on guys, let's do the dance. Let's do the recycler dance.
This one's my favorite.
Yeah, me too. Okay, so as you can see, the glass in the picture is a green colored glass. So all glass can be recycled. However, make sure you're sorting glass by color because when green glass is created, they have to create it with certain minerals such as iron or copper, and this is what adds the color. So therefore, it can only be recycled with the glass of the same color to keep its composition the same.
Okay, our last and final question. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
Can you recycle chip bags? Thumbs up or thumbs down? Answer in 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Oh no, oh man, this bag's going straight to the landfill. Guess what we have to do? 5 jumping jacks. 3, 2, 1, go! 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh man, I think we've done like 15 jumping jacks already. That's a lot. You've gotten your exercise in for today. But okay, wait, I'm confused again. I thought that metal could be recycled, and it looks like our bags have metal on the inside. So why couldn't we recycle them too?
Well, I can help you with that. So plastic chip bags also have plastic on the on the outside. So just like our paper coffee cups, the two sides cannot be separated for recycling, meaning they have to head straight to the landfill.
Oh man, how am I supposed to remember all of these recycling rules? I'm just gonna get confused all the time on what I can and can't recycle.
Well, I have a resource that would be really helpful for that. So you can check your local waste management website and look for at-home recycling guides, and there'll be tips and tricks on how to recycle easily at home.
Oh, that's perfect. Okay, now I can easily see what I can and can't recycle. You know, I might even print my local one out and place it somewhere easily readable at home.
Yeah, I think I'm going to do the same thing.
Yeah, I think it'll make it a lot easier. But okay, so now that we've done awesome jobs with our dance moves and gotten all of our energy out with our jumping jacks, I feel so much more confident about what we get to do next. But you know what? One thing really struck me when we were talking about all of this recycling is that over half of the world's water bottles are not even recycled. So how can we use these in another way to keep them from going into our landfills?
Yeah, so this is my favorite part, where we get to turn our trash into treasure. We will repurpose our water bottles into a planter that we can display at home. So get ready, everybody, because it's craft time.
Yay!
And we will be doing this with you as well, so follow along with us.
Yeah. All right, so first things first, you've got to gather your materials. We mentioned this in the very beginning, but just make sure you have everything again. So you can have a water bottle, a plastic one that's empty, or Jasmine has a glass jar that she's gotten from her home. You can use anything that's similar. Then you need tape any color, mine's orange, so that's cool. Then you need scissors, just like that. And then you can have soil. I put my soil in a little jar for now to hold it, but if you don't have soil, like Jasmine, I don't think you have soil, right?
No, I don't. So I'm going to be using this paper that I'm not going to be using anymore, and instead of throwing it away, I'm going to be repurposing it as my soil.
Awesome. I love that. That's great. And then our final thing we need is a seed, or you can even cut a little piece off of your succulent plant, and it will actually regrow into a new succulent. But just be sure to ask an adult first before you cut something out.
Yeah.
And Jasmine, wait, actually, I think we also could use paper and colored pencils to cut a flower out that we've drawn ourselves.
And that's what I'll be doing today.
Okay. That's what I thought. I just wanted to see. Cool. I'm excited that we both have somewhat different projects, but can build the same thing. So find what you have at home, and we'll go on to step number 2.
Okay, so Megan will be demonstrating this part. So step 2, take your plastic water bottle and your scissors and carefully cut the water bottle in half. It's okay if you squish the water bottle a little bit to help you cut. And remember, this part can be tricky, so be very careful and ask an adult for help if you need it. Now, I don't have a plastic water bottle, so instead I'm going to be using this glass jar that I have. And I don't need to cut anything, so if you have something similar to me, you can skip this step.
Yeah, I took off the cap first to make it a little easier to squish down. And then I'm just gonna cut right across all the way at the half.
Great job, Megan.
Thank you. It was easier than I thought. I'm gonna take off this little piece of wrapping too.
Okay.
I need to cut it. Awesome. And then I'm also gonna put the top back on so that if I fill this side up with soil, it won't come out the bottom.
Okay.
Cool. All right, we'll give it just a couple more seconds. That way you guys have time to do it at home too.
Be careful.
Yeah, if you need help, ask an adult. All right, we're moving on in 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Remember, you can take your time. But now we're moving on to step 3. So for step 3, get your tape, any color tape, any style tape. Take a piece. So we'll find the edge first. Yeah, find the edge. Take a piece. Just like that. You can do it in many different pieces, but I'll show you first with a small one. So you're going to rip off a piece of tape. And then you're going to place it on top of the edge of your water bottle, if you can see that up there. And you're just going to start to fold your tape around the edge. Yeah, you want to put that tape right in the middle so that you have equal folds on the outside and on the inside.
Yeah, and then for me, since I don't have any tape, I'm going to be using some ribbon that I have from some presents that I got. And instead of throwing this away, I'm going to be tying a bow on the edge to decorate.
Oh, how cute. I love that. Yeah. This helps prevent the sharp edges on the water bottle from hurting you or your plants. Make sure you cover up all of it. And you can also do it for this top part too. So the part that has the cap on it, right here. I'm gonna do it for both sides. How's it coming, Jasmine?
Good, mine is really easy. So I just tied it around the top and you can see the ribbon on my glass jar. Yeah. So let me know when you're ready, Megan, and we can move on to the next step.
Okay. Mine's a little more challenging.
Yeah. And be careful with the sharp edges while you're putting the tape on.
Yes, good point. Thank you. A little bit more, almost done. Okay. And if you want, you can even decorate your tape as you put it on there. Make it a little something that's yours. But there we go. Look it.
Yay, looks good.
Everything is covered. That way there's no sharp edges. I'm ready. Are you ready?
Yeah, I'm ready too.
Okay.
So we're going to be moving on to the next step. The next step is to fill up your pot with soil. So for myself, I'm not going to be using soil, but Megan is. So if you are using soil, please watch her. This will provide nutrients for your seed to grow. And try not to fill your pot all the way up, only about 3/4 of the way. And for myself, I'm going to be using some old paper scraps that I have as my soil. So I'm going to bunch them up and put them inside my jar.
I'm just gonna scoop my soil in to my cup. You can fill up either half. Here we go. I got my soil from this little herb garden we've started to build outside.
Ooh.
Yeah, it's really cute. We have some mint and basil and chocolate mint growing.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah. But it looks like I didn't grab enough quite for 2. But if you were to, whoops, if you were to, it would be filled up all the way, just like this one. So I'll keep going with this one that I have with you guys. But you can do it to the top as well.
Okay, I'm almost done filling up mine.
Yeah, take your time.
Okay. Great. As you guys can see, I filled it up with some paper as my soil.
I want to see. Oh, it looks so cute.
Yeah. Let me see yours.
I have soil inside.
Oh, yay.
I'm so excited. Okay. All right. What's next? Let's see. Step 5, we get to plant our seed. So like we were talking about earlier, if you have a flower seed, great. You could take that little flower seed, push it down into the soil, and then just cover it up really gently with your fingers. I have my succulent leaf, the little small one I cut from my plant, and you can do the same thing. You're just gonna kind of make a little hole with your finger, stick it in so that the top holds out, and then push your soil in around it so it sticks straight up like that. Can you see it in there?
Okay, so for me, since I do not have any seeds or a plant, I'm going to be drawing mine. So I have my markers, and I have some extra notebook paper that I haven't used. And so I'm going to be drawing mine.
What colors are you going to use?
I'm going to use purple for the middle.
Is that your
and then
favorite
I'm going to
color?
be using, it's my second favorite color.
Okay.
And then I'm going to be using blue as my petals.
So cute.
Yeah. And I'm going to be making a couple.
Awesome. And if you're also coloring and cutting out your flower, tell us what colors you're using in the chat box.
Yeah.
Oh, we got a question. How do we place the succulent? Well, if you haven't gotten it, let's do it again together. So you have your no succulent in there. You're gonna make a little tiny hole with your finger in the middle. You're gonna place your succulent right in the center. And then you're gonna cover it back up with a little bit of soil. So I can't show you directly, but you have to just make a little hole, stick it in there, and then cover it up so it sticks. Let me know if that didn't answer your question or you'd like me to do it again.
Okay, so I'm going to be showing everybody what my flowers look like. So I drew 2.
Oh,
I made one red and then I made one blue.
I love that.
Yeah, once you're done drawing them, you're going to want to take your scissors and you're going to cut them out. So that's what I'm going to be doing.
Okay. Oh, and we got another person who's on our webinar, and she said she's going to be drawing her flowers yellow and purple.
Oh, that's going to turn out so pretty.
Yeah, yellow's my favorite color, so I think you picked a good one.
Yay.
I'm really excited. My succulent looks so cute in there, and I can't wait for him to grow.
Aw. Maybe for the next webinar, you can show your progress.
Yeah. And you know what? Soil really helps plants to grow.
That's really cool. Okay, so for time's sake, I'm just going to be cutting out one of them, and I'll do the rest later. But once you have your plant ready, you're just gonna stick it on the top and it's gonna be your little flower. Like
Oh, it's so cute.
this. Yeah,
I love it.
thank you. And I'm sure everybody else's looks amazing as well.
Yeah, and we even got some people saying thank you. So you're
Aw.
welcome. But we're not done yet.
Nope, we have a lot more information to share with all of you.
Good. And now that you've done it, step 6 is not really even a step at all. It's a congratulations. You've done it. Now you can take this even further than we've done it, and you can continue to water and grow your succulent or your seed every day, or you can continue adding new decorations to the outside or to the tape. You can even hole punch the sides, tie string, and then hang it up somewhere. Or what I'm going to be doing is just placing it on my kitchen table and waiting for everybody to look at it.
Oh, that's so nice. Well, what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be having it just sitting on my desk, just as a reminder that even though we're inside right now, you can still experience nature with your own art.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah.
That's such a great reminder. Well, I think you guys all did an amazing job with us during our small little craft time for our recycled or upcycled, because you used something that would have been trash, plant or pot, our pot. Yay! So good job, everybody. All right, so now that we've been able to work together to create our pot, let's take a look at what people do in waste management. So do they always create art out of trash, or what else do they do? What comes to mind when you think of careers in waste management? Now, when you think about it, if you thought about this, the trash truck guy or woman, yes, that is a career, but it's not the only one. There are so many careers in waste management, and we're going to talk about some that maybe you didn't know existed but sound super cool to you.
Yeah, so there are so many career paths that you can take if you're interested in waste management and how it affects our earth. Our first career that we're going to be talking about is going to be a researcher. So when you think about the environment and the materials that we use, it's so important to research alternative materials to the ones that we've been using for so long. As we know, they're not the best for our environment. So currently, biodegradable and compostable materials are huge in the sustainability field, and we have researchers testing out these materials to make sure that they are viable options.
That's a great job. Sounds so cool.
Yeah.
The other one we have is an environmental health specialist. So I really like this job because it prioritizes both the health of humans and the health of the environment. So this environmental health specialist coordinates inspections of facilities and ensures that their practice is following regulations to help the humans and the environment.
Yeah. So next we have a waste management specialist. So their job is so important in environmental sustainability because they're responsible for coming up with new ideas and analyzing set practices when it comes to improving our waste practices. Some of these tasks that they do include analyzing recycle efficiency, looking at pollution control, monitoring waste disposal, and connecting waste management practices to public health.
Man, these are all so cool. I don't know how I would decide which one I want to do.
Right?
We also have another one too. This one's the recycling coordinator, and this is one of our waste management careers. This recycling coordinator takes care of all the projects related to recycling materials, and then also researches ways in which they can improve these programs. So like, how can you recycle more plastic water bottles, or how can you help people understand what to be recycled and what not to be recycled?
Yeah, so lastly, we have a health and safety officer. The health and safety officer in a facility is vital in ensuring the safety of those who work within that facility. So they overlook the heavy machinery and the daily operations to make sure everyone is practicing the safety protocol and also being responsible.
Wow, I hope you all found these careers as interesting as I did. But please remember, these aren't the only ones. So if you want to pursue being a researcher or an environmental health specialist or even a waste management specialist, go for it or find new ones. And guess what? Since you are now a pro at knowing what goes in the trash and what goes in the recycle, at how you can repurpose your materials, and about all the careers and what goes into it, congratulations, you have been promoted to a waste management specialist. Yay! Give yourself a pat on the back. Good job. You have a new title.
Yes, but before we go, we'd like all of you to practice your new jobs as a waste management specialist and take a look at how much waste you produce in a day. So, as you take a look at what you throw away, ask yourselves these questions. Do you throw away any food after you eat a meal? Do you get any packages or paper mail? When you go to the store and you buy things, is there a lot of packaging in what you throw away? And how often do you take out the trash? How often do you take out the recycling bin? And do you even have a recycling bin?
Yeah, those are all great questions. And so now that you have this new job, you have this new resource to do at your own home. So with extra pieces of paper, pens, and colored pencils, see if you can write down this table, and we'll give you a few minutes to help you, or you can take a picture of it and then have it for later. But as you can see, this is how you track what you throw away in your household. So this is the household waste that you're monitoring. On the left column, you see the days of the week: Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. And then on the other columns, you have all of those questions. How many times do you take out your trash? How many times the recycle is taken out? Number of times you threw away food after your meals. So that's like if you eat something, you don't finish it, and you scrape it away into the trash. The number of household packages you have delivered to your house, so things from that come in cardboard boxes or even mail. And then this last one is the number of packages your household threw away. So that's taking the stuff out, and then what do you do with the box that it came in? Do you recycle it? Do you throw it out? All of these things are choices that you have. So in the boxes underneath, you're gonna follow, so like these boxes right here, you're gonna write either a tally mark to identify how many times you do it, or you can write a number. So say on Monday you took out the trash once. You can write a 1, or you can give it 1 tally mark. And then at the very end, this box down here, it says total. And I want you to total up all of the trash you've gotten for the entire week. Then your challenge doesn't end there. So we'll give you just a couple more seconds to look at this table and see what you can find out or draw down or write. Now remember, it might be different for every family too. Every household has different things. You can add to these columns and make this even more in detail, or you can do it just like this. All right, so I think we'll go ahead and move on. Remember, you can always take a picture, and this recording will be posted later, so you can go back to it and see it again. And like I said, your challenge doesn't end here. So when you fill out this chart, fill it out for at least 1 week. So you can start today and end next Thursday, but fill it out for a whole week. Write down all the things that you would throw away at the end of every day. And then, like I said, you're going to calculate the totals and plan to minimize your household waste. But the next challenge is, once the week is over, see what your results are, and then see if you can create a plan, just like a waste management specialist would, to change the way your household throws away things. Can you recycle more? Can you throw away things less? Can you build a compost bin? Or can you repurpose that trash and make it art? I know you can do it, and I'm really excited. If you want to share your results with us, feel free to email the Energy Coalition or tag us on social media, which is at 1 Million Energy Actions or at Energy is Everything.
Yeah, so great job, everybody. Your work today is super appreciated, and we would like to say that that's all that we have. So thank you for joining us, and we hope you learned something new and enjoyed the webinar. Join us on Tuesday, April 28th at 1 p.m. to go over another fun activity and also get to know one of our STEM heroes. If you have any questions, please send us a chat with your questions and we'll email you back. So please add your email as well and we'll respond to you as soon as we can. So thank you so much, everybody. We hope you enjoyed and we'll see you next time.
Yeah, I have just one more thing to add before we end off. If you did enjoy this lesson and you want to do more STEAM lessons, which is science, technology, engineering, art, and math, sign up for our Peak at Home lessons. And we have new ones weekly. We have webinars twice a week, and it's all free of cost to you. So peakstudents.org is where you can sign up, learn more information, and access our full library of lessons. Yay! Congratulations, you guys. Continue to be waste management specialists.
Bye. Have a good day.
This webinar was brought to you by the Energy Coalition. With NGSS-aligned and environmentally focused STEM lessons, the Energy Coalition provides Peak at Home, digital lessons designed to support your students' curiosity for science and exploration from the comfort of home. To sign up is quick and easy. Simply visit the Families Corner of the Peak website at peakstudents.org/families-corner. There, you can complete the registration form for access to our full Peak at Home library and for more information on all Peak program offerings.